Capricorn, how are you? Welcome to the channel and to your reading, Capri. We are going to connect with your energies for these days. I remind you that these are general readings, so I am going to ask you to take what resonates and also consult your moon and ascendant sign. They allow us to see a little bit more of what might be coming your way. I am going to begin your reading today by connecting with the angels. Let us see what specific message of light and clarity aligns with Capricorn for these next few hours. What exactly might be arriving for you at this time? And what are the most important things that you really need to know as we move forward into this new period of your life? Come on, well, what's coming are situations that will increase your prosperity, situations that push you forward, and that are also going to stir your emotions, because with all of this come messages, news, important communications, and phone calls. There's movement here that helps you advance, but it also brings that sense of excitement, because what reaches you now carries momentum, opportunity, and something that truly lifts your spirit. Well, a messenger is really a protector. There is an angel watching over your prosperity. And it tells me that success is an omen, meaning success is already here. Success is something you live, something you can feel. It is present already, moving through your life and showing itself in everything that is beginning to open up for you. And it comes filled with what could be a time of major growth when it comes to your money. And all those projects you've been working on and steadily developing will at last turn into a real success. This is a powerful moment of progress where your efforts begin to bear fruit and everything you've been building starts moving toward the outcome you truly hoped for. From now on, opportunities will be presented that you cannot reject, you cannot reject. They are opportunities that directly make you move to action. It tells me that you're seen as very responsible or as someone highly qualified to deal with this matter, to handle this situation, and to step in and take charge of everything this is asking of you right now, personally and directly. It tells me that even if this means a call to greater work, even if it means more commitment and more demands, you're going to enjoy being actively involved in that task. And above all, it will also be something that brings you a great deal of satisfaction. In other words, even though more will be asked of you, you will feel good about taking part and giving your best in what is coming. You are going to integrate something. You are going to participate in something that you will really like. To participate, to develop yourself, to work, to generate something that will bring you a very good profit. So get ready for these kinds of situations. There could even be a work meeting, a conversation, or some kind of proposal coming from the people you work alongside. So it is important for you to be prepared for what is coming. There are also people looking out for you from somewhere in the sense that they can see you maybe needing some kind of help, little push when it comes to your plans and projects. They are paying attention to what you need and seem ready to step in with support. Well, very soon you are going to have a conversation, an agreement, a date, or perhaps even a formal meeting where you will finally lay out on the table that specific situation which truly brings you that sense of expansion and growth you have been searching for in your life right now. Of course, financially. Well, something has to be defended here. First of all, to defend certain rights that you have earned. This can be for a specific situation, right? Well, you have to have confidence, says this angel, in yourself and maintain your stance. Because it could be that everything is very good. Everything is great. Everything is wonderful. They call me. The opportunity is precious. It is divine. I am going to doing what they order me to do. Furthermore, that does not matter, but it will increase my pocket. But it is at the level of what I know how to do. It is at the level of what I specialize in. It is at the level of my knowledge. There too, look, that possibility enters where you might have to defend your rights, your knowledge, your stance. And your guardian angels tell you, you have every right to maintain them. You have every right to ask, to demand, or above all, also to say no if that is the case. Because let's see, it could be that you have been waiting for this opportunity for a long time. Yes, but perhaps an interesting opportunity is seen at first. But there is something that does not quite convince you for X reasons, because they do not pay you as they should or for whatever it may be. You're open to this, but then another offer comes up automatically, one that is obviously very convenient for you. So the problem that could arise really might not come from the other person at all, but from the fact that you might also, in some way, start to pull back or hesitate for your own reasons when faced with it. In a way, you end up holding yourself back because you think that, no, it is not really that what they are going to pay you or offer you is not worth it, but rather that you feel you may not be as prepared as other people seem to think you are. And that can make you hesitate, second guess yourself, and take a step back, even when the opportunity itself is actually good for you. And it will be up to you, well, in some way, to defend that which you have to defend of yourself, right? That makes you in some way also go a few steps backwards. As the angel of prosperity is telling you here, success is guessed. Yes, there are things that are going to change. There are situations at a work level that bring many surprises. Be prepared for that because there is more than one possibility in which, well, in some way you will have to go about choosing, right? According to what you need or what you think is most convenient. In fact, it is the stance that you are going to defend, the one that works for you. Here there is a message, a piece of news, a communication. There is a situation in your life that is going to stir up very, very significant emotions in you, emotions that are completely new. As time goes on, those feelings may begin to change, and naturally, they will likely keep growing, becoming even deeper, stronger, and more intense than they seem at the beginning. Obviously, this has to do with a person, right? You're going to receive a message, some kind of communication, maybe even a phone call that at last clearly reveals the feelings I've been telling you about from this person. That person in question who sparks interest, who awakens a certain sympathy, empathy, or affection, who excites you, gets you going, and moves your energy, is going to appear in a different way. Everything about this connection is shifting, bringing a fresh perspective to the feelings you have been experiencing lately. And to you, in some way, it will also reveal a feeling that you did not suspect from yourself, but even less from the person who gives you the message, who wants to see you, who proposes something to you. Well, an invitation may also come through because the messenger of emotion brings invitations or proposals that always bring us comfort and leave us feeling somehow reassured and gently comforted deep within ourselves. An invitation to some type of event, social event, meeting can also come. That meeting that I see there is also very important. It can come from this place. It tells me that someone is going to come forward with a proposal and they'll make it clear that their intentions are very good. So stay ready, stay open because a very favorable offer is coming your way, whether in your work life or in matters of the heart. Be prepared to receive this opportunity because it can arrive in either area and bring something truly positive for you before long with real benefits attached when it appears. Let's see what the cards are telling us right now. These readings are always for the collective Capricorn. If you want to look more closely at your own specific case, you can book a personal consultation directly with me whenever you like. Write to me through my website. You can always see the address here in the video and in the pinned comment under your sign. Well, here you have a Knight of Wands. Someone is bringing news. Get ready because there is news. News. Let's see, beyond someone moving, taking action, bringing news, inviting you to something, inviting you to do some type of work issue. Because it is a Knight of Wands who takes you out of your routine. Because it can be a person who has some type of, obviously, relationship with you, a friendship, or has more desires. This is someone who's been coming and going, someone who, in one way or another, has been hovering around for a while now. I'm being told that this person is rushing things right now and making quick decisions, moving fast in the moment, and acting without giving anything too much time, patience, or real thought at all. A person who aspires to something can also come hand in hand with that invitation or that message. A person who aspires, obviously, to have intimate contact with you. This is an incredibly active and energetic individual. The kind of person who might engage you in conversation and instantly turn the whole thing into a high-stakes negotiation, which makes perfect sense because they represent the Knight of Wands. But it is also a person who, in some way, being with you or reaching you or staying with you implies for that person a certain challenge. This is, for me, conquering Capricorn, being with Capricorn, getting to be with Capricorn, or for what I do in my life, this implies Capricorn, a great challenge. Yes, now it's a challenge that's worth experiencing, a challenge that's worth taking on. But I still don't really know if you genuinely, literally want to be with this person for real and share your life with them. This person is hanging around, coming and going, staying, leaving, showing up. Who knows? But here, there is a different invitation being offered to you for this connection. In time, you will see what I mean about this invitation and understand exactly what I'm telling you. Because this person is awakening feelings in you that you never imagined were there, stirring emotions you did not even suspect you carried inside. Later on with time, you'll realize that what I'm saying is true as all this becomes clearer to you. It is a very different person from this person. It does not mean the person is bad, is good. They are totally different people in aspects of personality, yes, of temperament, of interests. I see someone here who is more centered, more stable, more aligned with what you want. But watch out, because there may be other Capricorns who want this type of relationship and are galloping. Because it is a Knight of Wands. It does not mean that you do not give way to this invitation. No. One thing does not exclude the other. You're going to be quite active, quite active. The thing is that with this person, your skin moves, right? It is a quite interesting person for you at a skin level. They have good chemistry, good dialogue, good treatment, and besides, they have a very good time. They laugh quite a bit. But that messenger of emotion comes from another side. Now, why might you be feeling trapped by a situation that seems so incredibly restrictive? Why do you feel completely cornered, as if you have your hands tied behind your back, unable to move forward or find any real way out of this difficult struggle that you're currently facing right now? Paralyzed, completely frozen in place. What could you possibly be so afraid of right now? What exactly might be stirring up all of this deep-seated anxiety within you? What could be making you feel like a prisoner, left drifting without a single glimmer of hope? I believe that from all of this, you are letting go. You are escaping, that you are regaining your freedom. And what does that bring? That you are getting out of the restriction. I believe what this message is also trying to convey is that many of you have felt your hands were tied until today, held back by various restrictions of an economic nature, or perhaps by deeper personal and emotional burdens that were preventing you from truly moving forward now. Life today tells you that there is absolutely nothing nor anyone that prevents you from advancing on what I am telling you, right? Take into account that this situation, which had us feeling paralyzed and frustrated, is really an illusion, in many cases, a very personal impression, and that what seemed to be holding us back may not be as solid or as final as we believed. Sometimes it is more about how we have been seeing things than about a real limitation, and recognizing that can begin to set us free. Because, coincidentally, it is also telling you here that you can defend your rights, your convictions, and maintain your stance, obviously by making yourself noticed. Do not feel limited or held back by this restriction. It is time to stand your ground and show your strength, refusing to let any external obstacles dictate your path or silence your voice. Believe in your power to overcome this, as you have every right to assert your own truth today. Now, here we have another rather promising card because it speaks to what could be a situation of genuine relief, doesn't it? It signifies the potential conclusion of a difficult battle, which is a very positive development for you as it marks the end of this exhausting conflict. You were already quite tired of dealing with this type of situation. You were with your energy quite low, and it tells me that you are about to reach that success. I already told you that in the first line of the reading. What is happening? They are asking you for a little more resistance in the face of what you may feel is an adversity today. Courage, persistence, and perseverance are decisive. It tells me that the delay and the failure are remaining in the past. You began to gather your strength, obviously, to fight for what you want. That is why I was telling you that here, right? It is essential that you maintain your stance and keep your confidence high. This also speaks volumes about how you are rebuilding yourself, right? It highlights your resilience and your deep capacity to understand that you cannot simply settle for being in last place. You are truly meant for more than this. You are meant to keep moving forward. You are not going to spend your entire time just constantly giving in and yielding, are you? You are beginning to realize that you deserve much better than that, and you are ready to thrive. Let's see what the guides are telling us, what message the guides have for Capricorn. Well, I'm hearing this. You're going too fast, so pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and remember, little by little, there's no need to rush. Take your time, move forward calmly, and trust the pace of your own path. Everything will come together, but you don't have to force it. Just breathe and keep going, step by step. Remember, little by little, there is no rush. Take your time, move forward with calm and confidence, and you have to relax. One very important thing that you have to understand, that your time is not negotiable. It is not the time of others. You have to enjoy the processes in all their details. Trust that everything happens in this perfect moment, and it is the right one for you. Trust in the power of time. You have to return to the here and now. I loved your reading. Capra, let's trust and decree for this to happen.